With the upcoming release of the new Saints Row, I wanted to talk about my history with the Saints Row franchise. I was introduced to Saints Row in 2007. I was around 11. Saints Row was originally released August 29th, 2006. At that time, I had no idea the game existed. I was more excited for Grand Theft Auto 4, which came out April 29th, 2008. I found Saints Row at a Hollywood Video. Rest in peace, Hollywood Video. That was my blockbuster. I was just looking for games to play. I didn't really care for any games, but Saints Row cover caught my eye. So I decided to ask my mom, can we rent it? And she said, sure. Got home, played it, got in the opening scene, when the opening cinematic after you make your character caught my attention. And I fell in love there. But it took me a couple years to actually fully play Saints Row. Saints Row was a game that, like, as I grew the franchise, the franchise grew. So I know there's like a weird cutoff for some Saints Row fans. Like, people say Saints Row 1 and 2 is the best Saints Row, and 3, 4, and the rest of them was just trash. Or some people, or the younger people, say Saints Row 3 and 4 was cool and stuff like that. For me, luckily, I grew with the franchise. Yes, there was some things I didn't like about the franchise, but in all, up until Ages of Mayhem and Got Out of Hell, I loved the franchise. There were some things that were hit or miss, and there were some things I loved. I loved Saints Row 1 and 2. I liked Saints Row 3. I was okay with Saints Row 4. I even played all the DLCs for them. With this video, I want to try to ask some people that I communicate with through Twitch and stuff like that. I have a question for them, which I'm gonna say these questions for myself. Have you ever played Saints Row? If so, what was your first and how did you like it? Like I said, Saints Row 1 was my first Saints Row, and I liked it. It was a little game. It was gangstery and a little bit funny, and I liked it. Well, nothing about that. The customization and all that, the story made me feel like a badass, and I loved Saints Row 1. So when I found out Saints Row 2 came out, I was excited for it. How many Saints Row games have you tried, and did you beat any of them? I have played Saints Row 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've beaten Saints Row 1, 2, 3, and 4. I tried to play Got Out of Hell. That game is, in my opinion, that game is terrible. I tried the small reboot Saints Ages of Mayhem. Couldn't get into it, but I have them. If you look at my Xbox library, I have every single Saints Row game, even the remasters. If played, did the slight tone shift from Saints Row 1 to Saints Row 2 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward? The tone shift from Saints Row 1 to 2 is like very, very slight but noticeable. Saints Row 1 was more gangstery, hard, not hardcore, but like little amusing, but more hardcore. Saints Row 2 was a mixture of freedom that people got to love in Saints Row 2, and also still kept moments where you like felt, oh, I'm a badass. And I feel like some people enjoyed that tone shift, and I enjoyed it too. Saints Row 2, in my opinion, is the best Saints Row, and I can't wait for it. But that slight tone shift was okay for me, and it made me love the Saints Row franchise even more. If played, did the tone switch from Saints Row 1 and 2 to Saints Row 3 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward? I'm going to admit, I enjoy Saints Row 3. I enjoy Saints Row 3 story. It was like something different, and I was cool with it. I was mad when they killed off Gat. Me and my friend Marcus, me and him was pissed about that, but we enjoyed the game. We enjoyed the game even though to a point where I played DLCs and beat them. Saints Row the Third was one of the first games that I got all the achievements for on Xbox. And I like the tone shift was okay for me. It didn't make me not like the franchise going forward. It just made me go like, I wonder what's gonna happen next. If played, did the tone shift from Saints Row 3 to Saints Row 4 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward? I'm going to say this. The DLC that the original plan for Saints Row 3, I'm kind of happy they went with a DLC for it instead. The DLC was iffy, but it was okay. But I'm kind of glad they made it a DLC instead of making that the campaign. Saints Row 4 was more superhero-y with a little hint of Saints Row, in my opinion. It was an okay game. It grew on me. When it first came out, I was like, this shit, it's not like Saints, this ain't the Saints. But it grew on me, and I was like, you know what? For a Saints Row game, this is okay for me. And I liked it. It grew on me, like I said. Have you played any of the Saints Row DLC? Yes. I played every single DLC for every single Saints Row. Saints Row the 4th, the Christmas DLC, all of that. Saints Row 3 DLC. I played every single DLC except for Get Out of Hell. I didn't even try that game. I don't even think that game had DLC. Have you tried to play Saints Row Get Out of Hell? If so, did you like it or dislike it? Or did you not even want to try it? Get Out of Hell, I don't, my brain is kind of fuzzy with the release of Get Out of Hell and Age of Mayhem. I think Age of Mayhem came out first, then Get Out of Hell came out. But Get Out of Hell, I didn't even play it. I tried to play it. I got a copy of it. I tried to play it. It was just not fun for me. I didn't even try it. I got like 4 missions in and I just left it alone. I watched someone else play it. I didn't even watch someone else play it. I just watched the ending of it on YouTube. That's how Get Out of Hell threw me off. I would say that's the only bad Saints Row game. Have you tried playing Ages of Mayhem? If so, did you like it or dislike it? Or did you not even want to play it? Ages of Mayhem was a game that me and my friend Marcus was semi excited for. But when it came out, week before it came out, my friend Marcus said, no, I'm not even gonna buy it. It's not even co-op. We played Saints Row for the co-op. Me and Marcus are the bad boy co-op, the bad boys of Saints Row co-op, in our opinion. He said it's not even co-op. I'm not even gonna play it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play it and try it. And when I played it, I didn't like it. And it wasn't because it was just straight up bad. It was because it was different. I just gave it a chance and I couldn't gravitate towards it. And there was a bug in the game where I got stuck and I couldn't even do anything. I couldn't progress. I restarted the checkpoint and I started exactly in that spot. And it got to a point where it was like, I got further in the game and was not really feeling it, to a point where I was like, I'm not even gonna try to replay it. I'm just gonna leave it. And I did, and I never played it ever since. Since then, I never tried to go back and play it, which I wanted to do, but I just said, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Based on what you know about the past Saints Row games, how would you rank them? I would rank Saints Row in this order from best to worst. Saints Row 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So Saints Row 2, Saints Row 1, Saints Row the 3rd, Saints Row 4, Get Out of Hell. That's how I would rank them. I'm not gonna rank the DLCs because I don't remember the DLCs that much. Are you going to try 2020 Saints Row? If so, are you going to buy it day one or wait for reviews and decide to get it or not. I have decided to get Saints Row day one, pre-ordered it already. I was excited throughout the whole thing. I was excited for it. Some of the stuff that they showed us kind of threw me off, but I'm glad they delayed it and it's coming out next week. If you're seeing this video when it's posted, it should be coming out next week, or if you're watching it after it already came out. But I decided I was gonna get it day one. I'm a Saints Row head, and I enjoy this game. But that's my side of history with Saints Row. Now I would like to ask some other people about their history. Hope you enjoy these interviews. Thank you.
Go.
For my first guest, I have DownTheWaterStream, is a great friend of mine's. Water, and you want to introduce yourself, feel free to.
What's up? My name's I am DownTheWaterStream on Twitch. I also go by Water Splash Waves on YouTube, but my name is Chris. Thank you for having me, War.
Thank you for joining me. Today, I brought you here to talk about Saints Row franchise. I have a couple of questions for you if you feel like answering them. That's your ability. First question is, have you ever played Saints Row? If so, what was your first and how did you like it?
Right. So, I would say my first Saints Row game was, I believe, 2. Now, the reason I say I believe this is because with the Saints Row franchise, all of this you'll learn soon enough, but I played a lot of them, but it was kind of just like short experiences before I actually got into my own experience, started playing them by myself. I never actually beat an entire Saints Row game, but I would play them. But Saints Row 2 was my first one because I remember I believe it was one of my family members. I think I went to his house and he was playing because I think there was like a online thing, right? It was like online too, right? So like there was like it wasn't capture the point, but I just remember him. He was online. He was playing against mad people. It was like in a whole like. At some point, he was in a building. He kept going out. It was just a whole thing. But he was playing online. He was doing really good. And I remember he gave me the controller. I started playing it, and I was like, "What is this? This is really cool. It's like GTA, you know." And that's really what interested me. So.
Okay. Second question, you kind of answered a little bit, but I'm still going to ask. How many Saints Row games have you tried, and did you beat any of them?
Right. So I think the only Saints Row game, apart from the new one, that I have not actually actually played was what is it, like a spin-off series? What is it called? Armageddon, I think it was called, right? Armageddon,
Armageddon,
or it was like it was like an A word. I forget what it was.
Ages of Mayhem.
That's what it was. That's what it was. You see, that was the one I did not play. I didn't even know until like I started looking it up. I was like, oh shit, wait, that's the game. But I pretty much played 1 through all of them, including Gat Out of Hell. Okay. Yeah, that one I remember specifically, like very vividly playing. That was like my last Saints Row game that I've ever played, was Gat Out of Hell. But yeah, I definitely played all of them except for the Armageddon or the Ancient of Mayhem. That one. Yeah.
Okay, all right. If played, did the slight tone shift from Saints Row 1 to Saints Row 2 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward?
Like the difference between Saints Row 1 and 2 and the difference between everything else? Or
the difference between Saints Row 1 and 2, because, for example, Saints Row 1 was a little bit more grounded and a little bit more like gangstery, and Saints Row 2 was like, it was still gangstery, but it started adding the elements of the goofiness and freeness that Saints Row kind of carried off with that.
So like with that change, honestly, I did welcome it. You know why? Okay. The only reason why, and because you already pointed it out and you said it yourself, Saints Row 1 was more gangstery and just, you know, realistic. It was grounded. You know what I mean? It was based off of things that, you know, you'd see in real life. You know what I mean? And it, again, that reminded me of it being GTA. Even 2 reminded me of it being GTA because of the fact that it started taking a little bit more of an outlandish approach to how they tell the old gangster everything. You know what I mean? But that's what I liked about it, is because of the fact that it deviated from how it was supposed to be going. Like how I feel like if Saints Row went down the same path that the first game went, it would have been like 100% like everyone in that community, both GTA and Saints Row, would have just said that they're both the same exact games. But to me, Saints Row couldn't be any more different from GTA. Even in the first and second game, it could not be any more different. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that they took that change and was like, yeah, we're gonna make it, you know, goofier, sillier, and stuff like that, more outlandish and crazier, as opposed to Grand Theft Auto. Because Grand Theft Auto itself, especially nowadays, is outlandish and crazy, but it's still based on, you know, real life shit. It's still based on, like, it's still grounded and realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the further you get into Saints Row, you don't even know where the fuck it was happening. Like, it was crazy. It's just really fucking funny. I like it. I like the change it did. So.
Okay. I'm gonna finish these other two sets of questions, and I'm gonna add something to what you just said. But if played, did the tone switch from Saints Row 1 and 2 to Saints Row 3 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward?
So, like I said, like, I honestly did welcome the whole outlandish approach to the game. You know what I mean? Because, like, nowadays, especially nowadays, we as, like, a gaming community get too we're, like, way too familiar with just comparing games. You know what I mean? Whether it be the game designer's fault or our own. You know what I mean? Like, if you fucking play any game and it's hard, people will start calling it the Dark Souls game. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just that whole level of comparison thing, it's just like the fact that Saints Row took that whole realistic approach and decided to throw it out the window and try and just do anything else with it, just go crazy with it, honestly was very much welcome. Because, like I said, they would have just started comparing it to GTA, and then that's when they would have started being like, all right, well, the reason this game is not as good as GTA, and start picking out little things because it's different from that formula. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though they came out basically the same exact time. You know what I mean? Like, even though the first two games or whatever that franchise, they were basically, you know, still neck and neck, you can still go to Saints Row and be like, this is totally different from GTA, and I definitely like that. I really do appreciate that. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that. That. If played, did the tone shift from Saints Row 3 to Saints Row 4 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward?
3 to 4. So it was the third, and what was it? It was the
Saints Row 4.
Saints Row 4.
The one with the
National Treasure, right?
Yeah, the one with the alien and the president.
I still did like it. I would say that the 4 was definitely very much confusing for me when I first started playing it, because, like, I mean, that was the whole point of the game, was to make it as confusing as possible, because, like you said, it was aliens, and you had the president, and it was like a simulation and all that other stuff. So, like, it was weird as hell. And I did still appreciate the fact that it changed. It just was, when it first happened, it was so fucking confusing. I did not know what I was doing. It was just like, wait a second. But it was still good. I still like appreciated that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I was gonna say about those group of questions that you said that you liked that the franchise went out a little bit more goofier and expressive with their gameplay and stuff like that. Because for my experience, based on looking at the community from the outside, is, I said this earlier in my video, but there's a group of people that said Saints Row 1 and 2 are the best and should have stayed like that. And there's another group of people that says Saints Row 3 and 4 are the best in their franchise. They give props to Saints Row 2, but 3 and 4 is like, I'm glad they did this, because some people say, oh, the series got too goofy for me, and that's why I walked away. Like, for me, like I said earlier, I grew up with the franchise, so I was eased into the goofiness.
You were introduced to it, you were already a part of it and everything like that, so you saw it change.
Like, there was something, there was some things that I didn't like, but I just like, all right, this is one thing I didn't like, move on. And there's some things I'm like, all right, I'm glad they did that. Like I said earlier in the video, the decision to kill Gat was stupid. I feel like everyone didn't like that, and the original way they brought them back through the DLC was him being a clone, like an Oleg brute clone, and it was weird to me.
Yeah, that was also weird. I did like Gather the Hell and all that other stuff, but it's the reason I have so much respect for Saints Row is because of the fact that they changed the formula, even when, because you said it yourself, people saw the goofiness of it, and some of them stayed, and some of them, they left, they dipped. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's like this. That's a detriment to. I'm sorry. That's a detriment to like to gaming companies. You know what I mean? Like, because the whole point of a sequel is to make sure you have that audience that you have in the beginning and then add more to it. You know what I mean? When you start releasing games, even though they do well, and you start losing that community, it fucking starts hitting you because then you start noticing it differently. But that's why I respect, Saints Row. I like this series because like they changed up and then they stuck with it. You know what I mean? Because most series, when it changed up, they've been super embarrassed when that changed up, and then when it went right back to the old formula. Like perfect
For example,
Devil May Cry.
I was just about to say that.
Yes, I fucking knew.
Just about to say that
because freaking 1 through 1 through 4, 1 through 3 was perfectly fine. The old formula was good and everything. Then they had the Devil May Cry where Dante was an angsty teen or something like that. I don't even know what that was. Like he had black hair and stuff like that. Even because remember in 3, either 2 or 3. Dante was less of a jokester. He became less of a jokester. He became more serious. But that formula and the gameplay and the loops and all that stuff still stayed. But once they changed everything, the whole fan base did not like it. It was like really big controversy. And then after a while, they went right back to Devil May Cry, and then they released 5.
And that one's a big success.
That one was a banger. Everyone loved it because they took the old formula and they just added new things to it, as opposed to just taking it and throwing it out the window completely. And that's how a lot of people see it. And that's, again, like you said, that's how a lot of people see Saints Row. Like they took they took what was already established as a good game and they threw it out the window and started adding goofy stuff. But then some people, like me included, I figured they take the old game, the whole old game loop, and they just added more to it. You know what I mean? And then that just made it a different game entirely, as opposed to just taking the old game, disregarding it entirely, and then adding something entirely new. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm like, I like that. I appreciate that, because that takes some balls. Honestly, it takes some fucking balls. Like you gotta realize, like that shit is hard to do. Because if something is really good and you're really good at doing it or whatever, and you start changing it up and the people that watch you doing that good thing start not liking it, then you start feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? That's with everything. That's how I was with streaming. You know what I mean? Like everyone liked to see me play Minecraft, but then when I started playing different games, I wouldn't get the same people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It goes hand in hand, So he has some real balls, and that's why I appreciate that. Especially when you got a fucking, like, bro, like you can get a fucking dildo and start smacking civilians with it. That's funny as hell.
I feel like this is how I see it. We're both young. You're a little bit younger than me, but like I said, I was 11 when Santoro 1 came out, and people that gravitated to the hardcore shit were probably our age now. And as more games came out, they were like, well, they're getting older and this goofy shit's not for them.
Yeah. So it really, but it really, it's just, change.
Yeah.
It's just the times change and stuff like that. And people are just like scared of what the hell is going to happen. You know what I mean? But like, honestly, it's really good to stick around. Even if a game series becomes bad, it's still good to stick around and see if it, goes all the way bad, or if it's all it's trash or whatever,
or it makes a comeback.
Bro, I'm a Sonic fan for life, but like most of his games aren't good. Most, if not all of his games aren't. Like I have a lot of favorites and a lot of games that I think are really good, but most of his games are all trash. Let's all be real with that. You know what I mean? But I stick around because like even the trash games still are fun. You know what I mean? Like even the games that I personally would be like, yo, this game is not my favorite, I would still play it. You know what I mean? Still have fun with it. You just gotta stick around. Honestly, that's really what it is. Because who knows? They might freaking change it up for this Saints Row. This new one, they might change it. They might go back to the new form, the old formula. They might keep it goofy. They might, do it differently. You know what I mean? You never know. But like that's why you always gotta stick around. You know what I mean? Like it's hard being a fan of a series that may or may not be dying or changing in a way that you don't like it, but like stick around, honestly. Like, just stay with it. Even if you're gonna be negative with it, stay with it, because then that's still something. You're giving a developer something to work off of. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're giving them something to work off of. So that way, it's like, oh, they don't like this. All right, let's change it up a bit. You know what I mean? Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But like, if you stay around and you keep, poking, like, oh, do this or do that, something's gonna change. Something's gonna happen. But hey, man.
Okay. All right. New question. Have you played any of the Saints Row DLC?
Not that I remember, no. Because like Saints Row, like I said, I don't think I've beaten a Saints Row. I've probably gotten pretty far into it, but like never actually fully beaten the game. But I don't know if I've ever played DLC like that. Like I said, the dildo thing, if that's DLC, then that's probably the only thing, because that's the only thing I remember. Just running in the street, just smacking civilians with a flaccid dick. Like, it's the funniest shit. Okay. God damn. Yeah, cut that out.
I'm not. Everything you say, I'm keeping in. All right. Next question. Have you tried playing Ages of Mayhem? If so, did you like it or dislike it, or did you not even want to play it?
So, like I said, like, I honestly, until maybe a couple hours ago to like a day or two ago, I did not know Ages of Mayhem was an actual thing. Or I probably did know it was a thing, I just didn't know it was a Saints Row thing. You know what I mean? Like, I probably just viewed it as its own thing, because I honestly did not know what that game was. I can look it up right now, and I still wouldn't know what it is.
To be honest, Ages of Mayhem was based on Gat Out of Hell. It was supposed to be a reboot based off one of the endings, but not an official ending to the Saints Row, because they use a lot of elements. Johnny Gat was a downloadable character for that game. Also, Pierce was in that game, like a different version of them, but they were in the game.
Alternative reality type deal.
Because at the end of Gat Out of Hell, there was a choice where you can go back to Earth and restart history, and one of the endings were Johnny, Kenzie, and everyone were cops, and I guess Ages of Mayhem was supposed to take place in that universe. I guess, I don't know. I just, once like I said in my video earlier, I tried playing that Gat Out of Hell. Well, let me get back to that first. Let's finish this question, because we're going to talk about Gat Out of Hell next.
Yeah.
Are you finished with Ages of Mayhem?
Oh yeah. I'm about to say that's literally it. Like, I literally have no idea about that game at all. What you just explained to me, this is the first I'm hearing about this. So.
All right. So next question is about Gat Out of Hell. So that's why I stopped talking. Have you tried to play Saints Row Gat Out of Hell? If so, did you like it or dislike it, or did you not even want to try it?
All right. So like, I don't know how much flack I'm gonna get for this, right? But like, I honestly fucking loved Gat Out of Hell.
What?
That was probably
what?
It was crazy. It's crazy. I know. It's fucking blasphemous that I'm saying this. You know what I mean? I probably will get canceled.
Wow.
But honestly, like, out of all the Saints Row, I'm not saying like it wasn't like all the other games weren't as memorable. I can't say it right.
I can't say words either.
Yeah, no, it's English is hard, bro.
Yeah.
But not to say like the other games weren't as memorable as, Gat Out of Hell, but that was like the last Saints Row game that I've played, and the last one I really like burned into my head, pun not intended, but really burned into like my head. It was like, yeah, no, like this game, I don't know what it was. It was just like GTA God mode. You can jump around, fly, do all that shit. It really didn't feel like Saints Row. It felt like Just Cause. You know what I mean? Like Just Cause mixed with like, I don't even know, like just some acid trip on GTA, like mixed with Watch Dogs. All that. It was just weird. You know what I mean? It was like completely different from the formula. So I see why the entire fan base decided to like abandon that and Ages of Mayhem altogether, because like, I feel like they just didn't even, try at that point. You know what I mean? Like, when it just came to like, oh, let's just make a game. You know what I mean? But like, as a sandbox game and everything like that, because that's what that was. It was just a sandbox, like, you're in hell, kill everything. There's no consequences. Everything down there is bad. Do it. Just destroy everything. You know what I mean? There's no civilians. There are literally just demons everywhere. That's all you see. You get to fly around. You get to fucking do bullshit, blow up things, fucking everything possible. Like, and again, I haven't beat any Saints Row game, but for some reason that was the one game that really stuck with me. Like that game, that was here with it. You know what I mean? So, but I really fucking like that game.
And
don't
you
ask
just
me why. It's just
the
so...
shit out of me by saying that you like that game.
I'm gonna be the only person
I feel
that
like
you ask that likes that game.
Probably. I feel like as a community, Saints Row community, everyone disliked that game. Like even the people that put up with it say it was just bad.
Well, I've said this before on like stream and on like Discord to you guys, but like I'm a man that likes unpopular things and unpopular opinions. Like I will literally like the meme where what is his name? I forgot like that fucking meme where it was like unpopular opinion and the dude is just standing in the middle smiling and everyone has like their sword pointed at him. That is me every day of my life with everything with anime, video games, TV shows, food, drinks, fucking everything that no one likes in this planet. I like. It is weird as hell. It's so fucking weird.
Hey,
it's so funny. But I like that. You know what I mean? Because at least I'm not gonna. At least no one on this planet can be like, oh, you're just, you're bandwagoning. It's like, no.
True.
No one likes what I like. I can get put on a list for the shit that I like. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like everyone fucking hates that shit. Like, but I don't know. It's just I'm definitely gonna be the only one. And you're gonna ask Sean and CJ. They're gonna be like, what is wrong with him? What is wrong with him?
What I was gonna say before we talked about the guy out of the hell, I was gonna say the ending of that game. You had three choices: go to heaven and reunite with Aisha. Just go back to the regular world and restart the universe, I believe. No, not go back to the regular world. Know the meaning of life, then go and start that Agents of Mayhem ending, which is weird. That's all I wanted to say. Because I didn't even play it. I got to a point like, yeah, I'm not playing this. I barely watched a YouTube video on the game. I just went straight to the ending and that's it. Because I think the storyline was the devil kidnapped Johnny because he wanted to get his daughter married to the most badass person on the planet. No, they kidnapped the boss and Johnny went to go save the boss.
Yeah, he went to go save the boss. Yeah. I remember that.
So it was just weird for me.
I'm about to say, because like I said, I didn't beat Get Out of Hell. I think I do remember those endings. I don't know which one I would choose. I feel like the one that leads into Agents of Mayhem, I probably would not have chosen. That was you said the secret to life?
Yeah, there was a secret to life, or Gat just dies and go to heaven and meet his Aisha, which is his girlfriend that died in Santoro too.
Yeah. I feel like I probably would have just done the heaven one.
Yeah.
Because like the whole and when did Get Out of Hell even come out?
I think it was 2011.
I don't even remember how old I was when it came out.
It came out recently, so we were probably still in high school or something.
Let's see. I'm about to say, because definitely, wait, when did this come out? It came out 2015. Okay,
I just graduated then.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I literally am in either junior or senior year of high school, I think. So.
Yeah, that was the year I graduated.
Yeah.
Wait, 2016?
Yeah, I graduated 2016, so it was 2015.
All right, so yeah, that was the year I graduated. So it came out when I was gonna graduate.
I'm not gonna say, I definitely was some not angsty, but like it was contemplating life and shit. And I feel like I definitely probably saw the secrets to life ending and was just like, no. It's like, why no? Like, I already fucking like no. Like, so I can get depressed? Hell no. Go to heaven. go to heaven. You deserve it.
All right. Last two questions. Based on what you know about the past Saints Row games, How would you rank them from best to worst?
From best to worst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for a purely, I'm gonna go from, because there was, okay, so. All right, how many games were there until it was 1, 2, third,
There's
4, Get Out of Hell.
6.
I'm not even gonna count Agents of Mayhem because
So
I didn't
5.
even know that was a thing. So we're just gonna go with 5. So for purely nostalgic reasons, number one slot will be Saints Row 2. Because like every time I think of Saints Row, my brain goes to that specific moment where like I don't even remember everything that surrounded me or like the exact reason of how I got to play that game. I just remember that I was sitting in front of some console and was playing this game online, and I had somebody else with me. Again, after I sat down and played this game, everything else around me did not matter. So that's why that's gonna be number one. Because I was young and video games catch my attention. So of course I saw that shit. I was like, "Yo, this is so cool," you know. So that'll be number one. Number two is definitely gonna have to. It's gonna go to Get Out of Hell. It's gonna go Get Out of Hell 100% for number 2 spot.
I just face palm right now.
Because it was just so outlandish and crazy and just out of nowhere, made no sense at all, and just didn't even like, you didn't even like, let's be real, if you just took the Saints Row name off of it, that would have been a whole nother game entirely, like a whole different series entirely, you know what I mean? And that's why I was just like, yo, this is my shit, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Now third spot is gonna be to number 4, where he was in the simulation and shit like that. Because again, very outlandish, very confusing, very weird, and I really did like that. So it was just like, I bet I like that.
Okay.
The third's gonna be next.
Okay.
After that, and then the last one's gonna be the first one.
All right. I respect that. It's your opinion. I respect that. Even though you said Get Out of Hell is number 2.
Number 2.
I can respect the list except for number 2. But it's your list, so I'll okay. Are you going to try 2020 Saints Row? If so, are you going to buy it day one or wait for reviews and decide to get it or not?
Might just wait on it, and not for like reviews or anything like that, because me, again, I like unpopular opinion, so me seeing somebody else's review of a game doesn't really, you know, matter to me unless I literally see the finished copy myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I most likely would wait for it just for the price to change a little bit.
Understood.
And yeah, just for the price, and like, other than, you know, I don't know. I'm nowadays, newer games haven't really been hitting for me. So like, I don't want to buy a game or get a game and be excited for it and then it not hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait for it just a little bit. Then once, maybe if the price goes down, or maybe if I feel like it get enough, then I might buy it and try it for myself, play on the stream and shit, make my own character, because I definitely want to try and make something different. You know what I mean? But yeah, I might buy it. You know.
Okay, great, cool. Well, if you do buy it, I have it on PlayStation, so we can definitely play together.
I'm not to say we can definitely do some online shenanigans. We can be the first to do it. That's probably the only reason why I would buy it, like, when it comes out or a little bit after it comes out, is because I know there's gonna be mad people playing it, and
yeah,
I know I can definitely be like, hit somebody up like, yo, I know you got Saints Row, let's play. Like, yep. You know what I mean? That's content right there.
We won't get Evil Dead again. Too soon.
Really,
too soon.
God damn it. We need to find the Evil Dead community and fucking slap them, because how did they kill the game?
I don't know.
How was the game dead?
I don't know. It hurt my feelings. Yeah, it did. Well, thank you for joining me with these questions for the Saints Row video. Want to do any closing out statements?
Other than subscribe to War Angel.
Thank you.
And make sure you get, you know, Dubby. There's a link somewhere. You better fucking follow that shit. You better go over there and use one of our codes, one of them, all right, or both, doesn't matter.
What's your code, by the way, in case the people don't know?
Water. That's all you gotta do.
Water.
That's it. And what's your code again? I forgot. What's your code?
I believe my code was War Angel XP.
Okay. Okay. So now we got the codes. Now you got the codes, and you have no excuse. So that's all I gotta say.
Quick plug.
Quick plug.
I just got a new flavor in, Beach and Peach.
Ooh, Beach and Peach.
If you want to know how I feel about it, check me out on Twitch because I will be doing a taste test on there soon. So, yeah. That's all we have to say. Can't wait. I actually can't wait. Spoiler alert, if you're watching this video, if this stays in, I already tried it. I couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait. He said, I can't wait. Actually, I didn't.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. And everyone who's watching this video, make sure you go ahead and follow DownWaterStream on Twitch. Subscribe, follow, check him out. Great dude. And you guys have a nice day.
Thank you for having me. Peace out,
Thank you
guys.
for joining. Peace. I hope you enjoyed that last interview. This next interview is from King Sean. Please enjoy. For my next guest, I would like to introduce Sean. Sean, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, I'm King Sean, stream on Twitch, play everything pretty much, not like CJ, your host CJ, not like that, but I play 2K, all that stuff. Married, kids, dog, the American dream guy, so yeah.
Okay.
But what's up though, man? How you feeling, Angel?
I'm good. How are you?
Maintaining, ain't complaining, you know what I'm saying, bro.
All right, so we'll get into it. I got a couple questions here for you. First question, have you ever played Santoro? If so, what was your first and how did you like it?
Yes, I played Saints Row, and I pretty much played all of them. But the ones I liked the most was 1 and 2 because they was kind of like the more realistic ones. It was like they were trying to compete with GTA, but obviously they wasn't winning. But it was still a decent game. But it started going downhill for me when they started putting all the dildo guns and the dubstep gun and all this bobblehead shit in the game. That's when it started like declining for me. But I played pretty much all of them.
Okay. How many Saints Row games have you tried, and did you beat any of them?
Yeah, like I said in the first one, I played pretty much all of them. But I don't think I beat them. I think I beat God Out of Hell, sadly. But yeah, I never beat none of them Saints Rows. Because even though I said the first and second one was good, that's like, I think when those two came out, GTA 4 was out. So I was playing, I ain't gonna lie, I was playing with Nico and them, so. Yeah.
Sorry for the little laugh. It was just something that happened in the last interview that made me laugh.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Questions. If played, did the slight tone shift from Saints Row 1 to Saints Row 2 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
All right. The slight tone shift. So Saints Row 1 was a little bit more gangstery, down to earth, hardcore, and Saints Row 2, it was still gangstery, hardcore, but it started to introduce the freedom and goofiness that later games decide to take off and run with.
Yeah, and that's like I said, that's when it started getting a little iffy for me, a little like I don't know, because the first one was like, I don't want to say perfect, but it was damn good. You had your little sets over here. You had to do little side missions like go pimp your hoes or go rob a bank or something to do your main missions. You had to fill that little meter up to do all that stuff. That was cool. That was perfect pretty much.
Yeah.
But then like when they started throwing in all that silly, goofy shit, I understand they was probably trying to do something different than Grand Theft Auto and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. I guess because when that came out, I damn near was like I want to say like a junior high school, something like that. Like I was into the silly shit, but not as much. Cause like now I'm into females and shit. And I know back then, well, in high school, most girls didn't want the silly nigga all the time. So
Yeah.
So as a teenager, I wasn't really messing with it. And now I'm still not.
Okay.
Really, yeah. But I am gonna play the new one though.
All right. Okay.
I am playing the new one.
If played, did the tone switch from Saints Row 1 and 2 to Saints Row 3 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward?
When I saw dildo guns, I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm done.
So
I'm gonna get this shit up, man.
all right, I'm gonna add another question to this. Is about the same one, but so you're saying Saints Row 3, the tone shift from Saints Row 2 and 1 to 3 was just too far gone from you?
Yeah, it took a major left for me, bro. It took a major left. That type of funny is not that funny to me all the time. Maybe a little bit, but not the whole damn game, bro. Like I'll expect that from like, this might be different, but like a Deadpool game or something like that. I'll expect that shit. But that type of I ain't looking for a silly GTA game. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So next question, we already know how you feel about it, but still gonna ask. If played, did the tone shift from Saints Row 3 to Saints Row 4 make you like or dislike the franchise going forward?
I'm not gonna say done, because I'm a gamer. I'm still gonna try some shit out. I know I liked your stuff from the past. I'm still gonna give you a go. I'm just not gonna buy it first day. I'm gonna wait till it go on sale or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till it's about $15, $20. Then I'm gonna go ahead and test it out. But even then, I'm still I'm not gonna lie. The Gat Out of Hell wasn't bad. Got Out of Hell wasn't bad. And then what was the last one that came out? The President one?
4.
That was 4?
Yeah.
4 was okay. 4
Okay.
was okay. 4 was okay.
All right. So next question: have you played any of the Saints Row DLC in the franchise? No.
No.
All right.
I don't even know no names.
Okay.
I don't even know no names.
Have you tried to play Saints Row Gat Out of Hell? If so, did you like it or dislike it, or did you not even want to try it?
I fucked with it. Like I said, I beat it. That's the only one I beat.
Okay.
So, yeah, Got Out of Hell was I liked it.
Okay. All right. Next question. All right. Here's one. There's a little branch off from the Saints Row franchise, but I consider it still part of it.
Okay.
Have you tried playing Angels of Mayhem? If so, did you like it or dislike it, or did you not even want to play it?
I didn't even want to play it, bro.
Okay.
I didn't even want to play it. I saw a little snippet of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that to my little homies. Cause when I used to go to the Friday, they was real heavy on that. So I was like, yeah, I'll leave that to them dudes.
Okay. All right. So you answered this a little bit too. Next question. Based on what you know about the past Saints Row games, how would you rank them?
1 and 2.
Okay.
Got Out of Hell. 4. And then y'all could just do whatever y'all want with the other ones. Y'all could put them whatever y'all want. But yeah, 1, 2, Got Out of Hell, and 4. And then the rest is just gone somewhere.
So Saints Row 3 and Agents of Mayhem, just whatever.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
All right. So last question for you. Are you going to try 2020 Saints Row? If so, are you going to buy it day one or wait for reviews and decide to get it or not?
I pre-ordered it. I did the what is it? The factory thing.
Boss Factory.
The Boss Factory. I made my dude already. I'm ready. I'm hyped. It's next gen. It looked nice. I like how you kind of already got the group set up and stuff. They got their little roles and stuff. So you just coming in, stepping in, doing all the big jobs, the big work and stuff. And then you can do the co-op stuff again too with your homies. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making some nice content with it. I'm pretty sure you gonna make some good ass content with it too, Angel. I'm pretty sure.
Definitely gonna try to. Thank you.
For sure.
All right, and that's all my questions. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to sit down and have an interview with me.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
You want to give any shout outs before we go?
Oh shit! Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to DownTheWaterStream Water. Shout out to your host CJ.
Yep.
I know Oz not in it, but shout out to my man Oz, man. We gotta. I'm trying to keep the melanin in the group, man. I mess with all y'all. I mess with everybody, man. But we all gotta stick together somehow, some way, man. Us little streamers, everything. So shout out to everybody that's streaming on YouTube, Twitch, everything, trying to get themselves out there, man. Shout out to all y'all.
And for the people that like your vibe and energy, where can they find you at?
King__shine pretty much on everything except for IG. It's an extra underscore after shine, but everything else is King with an X too. KXNG__shine SEAN. Okay. Find me everywhere, man. Follow me, subscribe, YouTube, Twitter, IG, all that. Just follow your boy. Yeah.
But I hope you enjoyed this video. Looking forward to playing the new Santoro. I will be streaming it live on twitch.tv/war_AngelXP3, and I have named my walkthrough of Santoro The Rise of G Unit. If you know, you know. If you want to figure out, go ahead and click the link below. And thank you for watching, and have a good one.